We definitely felt powerless when it happened because we couldn't do anything about it, and then we're getting kicked out of our home.
A nightmare unfolding for tenants who say they were illegally evicted. We continue our coverage tonight on what some advocates say is a loophole some landlords use in bad faith to evict tenants. Renters we spoke with today say they were forced out of their homes and left to fight for their rights.
She gave us an eviction notice saying she was moving in due to marital separation.
Laura Bates says that notice came in April after she and her partner Graham Galbraith Nolan asked their landlord to make repairs to their unit, which they say was deemed hazardous by the landlord and tenant board. Instead, the couple says they were given the boot, told to leave by August. In Ontario, landlords can terminate a tenancy if they or a family member is moving in. But the pair who had been living in the two-bedroom unit in the annex for more than 2 years believe their landlord acted in bad faith.
She seemed to have magically changed her mind on divorcing her husband the moment we asked her to do the proper work through the Landlord-Tenants Board.
But it was too late for the couple who had been paying $1,800 monthly for the unit. They couldn't find an affordable unit with enough space and time, so Laura paid first and last month's rent for a room in a house full of musicians, while Graham is still searching.
We've made this decision. We're ready to move forward with our lives. My angst comes from hoping that no one else has to go through this again.
Countless other viewers also wrote into us sharing similar experiences. In 2012, Max Fireman, who had been living in a unit in Toronto's Little Italy, says he was legally evicted from his home after 10 years of living there. A new landlord purchased the building, and Fireman says she told him and his 2 other roommates her daughter would be moving in.
She wanted to evict us so she could increase the rent and make more money for, I guess, for the location. As a tenant, you don't really have a lot of power. But also as a tenant, you could stick up for yourself in the end.
Fireman says he and his roommates paid $1,800 a month for the unit. The new tenants were paying around $2,200. He fought the eviction at the Landlord and Tenant Board and received financial compensation. Last year, the Liberal government introduced new measures to protect tenants, including a $25,000 fine to a landlord who is found to have terminated a tenancy in bad faith. Advocates we spoke with say implementing rent control in the province, where there's a cap on rent increases between tenants, can be a deterrence.
That would, again, put a stop to most of this stuff. Unfortunately, we don't have that. So there's this incentive to just turn a lot of our houses, turn a lot of our condos into eviction factories.
Tenants are encouraged to do their own research, and there are resources available from advocacy groups to free legal aid at the Landlord and Tenant Board. You can find a link and more information on our website, citynews.ca. For City News, I'm Faiza Amin.